Yo, what's good? What's going on, everyone, everywhere? Welcome back to another video, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the video out. Everything you do for everyone else, do it for your boy as well. Listen, man, look here, man. We got water battle heal, okay? Look, I was just talking to my boy. He was just saying about the whole battle support roles, right? And I was like, oh man, just know, breaking it down to him. But hey, just know, disclaimer, as a battle support role, you won't out damage, good DPS. Okay, that's normally the caveat. If you're not making that, okay, you're not that guy, big fella. Okay, now I will say, been seeing a lot of other people. I just re-recorded this. Okay, this is a re-recording. All right, I've been seeing a lot of other people do water battle heal videos. Man, I'm kind of disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. I am kind of disappointed. Nonetheless, we here now. Okay, so let's just jump into it, man. You kind of see what we're gonna work with. All right, now as a battle healer, in my personal opinion, you can just go full damage here. Whatever your highest damage gear is, just do it. It don't matter. Now, mod wise, on my damage, I do got rifle, so blast adapter is what we're gonna do. It's already AoE. You're making that super AoE with the blast adapter every once in a while. Ultimate head supercharge mod for the head socket here. This is the most meta you can get. This is a quote unquote paid mod. Because it does come from the marketplace. You can buy it off there. You get it with loyalty points. DCUO does give you some of these for free, so you got multiple ways to kind of get them. I would just honestly never pay it on the marketplace. Get some with loyalty points, call it a day. Escalating might on the neck socket. I know that seems a little weird because we are in healer role, but just bear with me. Back mod, we got ultimate accelerated power. This just helps with our shield and super generator in case we have to keep popping those out. Chest mod, penetrating strikes. Leg mod, it's going to be ultimate critical prowess. Feet socket really doesn't matter, but ultimate tumbling mod is just a good quality of life thing to have. And then hands mod is just max damage. Okay. Now for our affinity mods, I kind of showcase this off. I don't really speak on it a lot. Pretty much you want type A and B are just going to be pure stats. You got to pick what stat you want. Because we're might based on our damage side, we're going to go might. Okay. Now I will say type C mod is very, very good for that power. Since using priority here reduces the power and next supercharge cost. As long as it's within 15 seconds. But it's very, very good. But you need 6 pieces of elite gear or OP items. Type D is actually very, very good. That field medic mod is kind of crazy. Really think of it like on electrogenesis, the little blue lightning that comes at your feet. Bungie, not Bungie. I'm so used to talking about Destiny. DC Daybreak. I need y'all to really just when you revamp electric, please, please, please make electrogenesis hit 4 targets. Please. That's all I asked for. So at least on the healer side, can you please make it hit 4 targets? 4 enemies. I mean not enemies, allies. Gosh dang, man. Allies. Hit you and 3 other people, so it's a heal over time. Like a really good heal over time then. Please. Nonetheless, that's my only crap. But this is pretty much like electrogenesis. It's really, really good. It's a heal over time. It's visible orb, so you can't really see it. Just know you shouldn't get a good amount from being nearby everybody. And you're going to take advantage of this mod because most healers are EOG spam healers. So you really want to get this type D mod. It is a meta option right there, okay? And our trinket, I've already talked about Gotham City Mercy Single. You really want to get this, y'all. Really, really, really. I can't stress it enough. It is pretty good. It is one of those $10 kind of packs, and actually it does give you 25% XP boost. So if you are leveling a new character, say you come to the game, you want to try a new character, whatever the case may be, this paired with a XP booster, one, they give you it while you level up, so keep that in mind. Or 2, you can go to Dr. Fate, you can get one there, Marketplace, get one there, Loaded Point Vendor, get one there. There's multiple options to get an XP booster when you're leveling up. That's 50%, so they do stack. I'm telling you right now, you get a Cape Carmine, you already level 20, okay? Cape Carmine used to be level like 9. You're getting level 20 out of Cape Carmine, okay? It's crazy. Tier 3 pet, mother box. Don't use a turret. Turrets are really good burst damage, but they suck at total damage. A mother box, alpha box, all them joints, they're pretty decent. I think mother box does a little bit more damage, if I'm not mistaken. But there's some that does more than mother box. Nonetheless, is what it is. Mother box is good. It's like top 2. Buff trinket, you get them DPS 1 because you are trying to maximize that DPS while you are, battle healing. And then your pets. Now, if you are struggling to heal, don't use Owen tactical pets or your henchmen. Um, you can use the regular henchmen too if you want. But if you are struggling to heal, put on your Envirotech henchman here, just because the bubble, man. I'm letting you know the bubble is nice. Okay, think of Jeff off of Marvel Rivals. He puts out little bubbles and stuff. This is the same thing. DCUO brought it in the game. Alright. Then trinket wise, yeah, see we got transformation card. This is a very, very good quality of life transformation card artifact right here for just healing. The amount of crits, the amount of less healing you actually have to do because you have this is insane. Even before all the new stuff came out, when you just had a transformation card back in the day, healer, insanity. Okay, so much like if you're electric, the what is it, galvanized, the big, you slam it and it's supposed to be like a heal over time, but it's kind of trash for healing over time. It's good for like a quick burst, but nonetheless, no. This insanity, because that actually made it like a really decent heal over time. So we're using it here. I'll get to that in the loadout here in a sec. Okay, Eye Gemini, come on, we're a healer. Why are we not using Eye Gemini? All right. Omega Beam, because we are trying to push out a little bit of damage, and as you see, Omega Beam is based off of how many powers you're using. Ideally, when you get to 10 powers, that's really when you want everything to be nice. So 10 powers, and since we're healer, we're gonna be spamming. Healers are known to spam a lot because you're trying to keep the group alive. So you can spam, pop Omega, spam more, pop Omega. You know what I mean? Purify Pages of Black, come on now, it's just meta on damage. It can be meta. It's an alternative meta, I feel like, on support roles. But it's very much meta on damage. Okay, if you are a damage dealer, why are you not using this? It's not like Lunaires and all that where you just gonna be killing yourself all the way to death. It only takes half your health. Okay. Now with this, keep in mind you do get 1% of your health taken per second, but it can mitigate weapon buff or shields. We're healers, so when we pop into our own shields, so we good. But unless you get what 30% might, 30% prec, 30% resto, 45 might, and 45% income and healing. With those kind of stats, why are you not using this? And then Scrap the Soul Cloak. Come on, we got Eye Gemini, Scrap the Soul Cloak, mandatory extra 7%, pairing up with our head mod of the 15. So if you do the math, that's 22 off rip. Plus it reduces our supercharge cooldowns and allows us more supercharge generation. That is just going to be wonderful all around. Okay. Oh, keep in mind I got full base mods. Okay, so the base mods fully maxed out, the one you got to craft and all that. This stats we're looking at right now, I am 508. Keep that in mind. So yes, I do need better shoulders, I need better legs and neck and weapon, all that. Yeah. Whatever. For our augments, okay, now, get your rings, why not? Unless I do got fully maxed out one. I'm working on this one to get maxed out. We're just going full might across the board, might it up, might it out. Alright. Now, in terms of our allies, we're gonna, what the heck, why don't I have, that's actually interesting. We're going to be using the same allies we would for healing, which is going to be our support allies, Flash. Honestly, any role, this is the most meta ally. If you can unlock an ally of all characters, unlock Flash. Just saying. Walk it off after you supercharge, it's another 15% that stacks on already our 22. So keep that in mind. Let's do some math. That's 37%. This is any supercharge, not delegating out. If you're using a 250 or not 200, 2500, 5000, or 10,000, it does not matter. Okay. So if you're using 25, 100. Come on now, you're getting more supercharged than you're dishing out. Just saying. It's crazy. So your net positive supercharge. Black Adam's got self-explanatory supercharge generator, EOG spamming. You should have this extra 35%. The amount of damage you're gonna get from another ally is it's decent, but it's not as important as you still performing kind of your primary role, which is going to be healing. Okay, this allows you to do both because our superchargers are going to be more damage focused. So keep that in mind. Okay, and then for our combat ability, we're going to go ahead and do one of a couple things. Superboy, if you got him. If you don't got him, and you're not in hallway ads. Okay, Superboy's the best one for ads. John Constantine, I feel like is the best for bosses. Does some knockbacks, so allows you to really like do all your combos and all your abilities and whatnot. Allies are giving them even more might. 18% is crazy. Defense is 10%. More prex, that's decent. And it does some damage, so why not? He is a very, very, meta pick as well. You can really use him all around, but Superboy just does so much damage, it's kind of crazy. Now, if you don't got them for damage, I mean, you could go ahead and do something like Shazam, just because we are a battle healer in that same kind of notion. Shazam is on the higher end of the middle ground. Like, all the allies kind of middle ground outside of like Freeze and Superboy, right? Those are top two outliers, if you will. Shazam is on the higher end of all the other allies. Okay, he's still in line and balanced, so to speak. Plus, he heals our teammates as well for 6% of their max health. So that's really, really good. So those would be my top 3. Honestly, I would change out Superboy a lot of times for Shazam. And depending on if I'm just going to be going to a boss fight, I just put a John Constantine call it a day. Okay. Now, in terms of our actual skill point spec, weapons wise, we got rifle. 1 and 2 it called a day. Rifle's just the best because that grenade launcher, that little tap triangle, the tap range, it's just great. Okay, yeah, you just sit here and throw a big lob, hits all the enemies, AOE, all that jazz. If you want something else to use, I mean, feel free to use anything. If you got hand blasters, if you just put 1 in and you don't spec into like meteor blast, then best way you can do the little the quick little whoosh, by just holding it. That's actually very, very strong. Because in PvP and Legends PvP, Batman does this. It's insane. Okay. For our movement, I got super speed, which I would highly recommend. If you don't, that's fine. But hey, super speed is good for in-game content. Flight's good for quality of life. Speed force, of course. Get all your breakouts and all that because just you're going to be doing a lot, and because you're doing a lot more damage as well, it's kind of putting yourself in sometimes compromised situation. You want to be able to break out and kind of keep moving, especially because your your healing a lot of times is going to be very much dependent on a lot of things. One of them is, are you free from any kind of CC effects, crowd control effects? So you definitely want to go ahead and get out the breakouts, not bad, and mastery, all that. Okay. Now I would go ahead and recommend at least speed drain, maybe phase dodge, depending on what kind of tech you're doing for some of these feats. But speed drain and phase dodge is probably my only two. But yeah. Oh well, you will have to get dash attack, just because getting down to everything else. Now in iconic powers, you don't have to spec into everything like I did. All right. I will say the only things you realistically want to get: Pheromone Bloom, Neo Venom depending, Spore Pod if you have it, Sunstone Dust Blast if you have it. I know it's brand new. I'm gonna be doing giveaway for this ability too, so stay tuned in for that. If you don't have Spore Pod, you can definitely do Magma. Okay, Nemesis Lasso for sure. And then if you don't got Spore Pod or Magma Vortex, or even Nemesis Lasso, I would throw in Starbolt, okay? So if you ain't got one of those, hey, one of those 4, at least have one, okay? Goodness. But nonetheless, I'll give an alternative here at the very end. Skill point spec wise, we're going to do superpower focus just so we have the extra power gen. Because it was 10% extra might and 10% extra power, so that's very, very nice right there. Your power regen is based off of your total power, by the way, so everybody knows. Um, First off, foremost, get all your crits first. Do all your critic attack, crit damage, critical heal, magnitude, chance, all that. Alright. Then what I would honestly recommend is the little soft cap, if you will, for skill points. Gonna be so you get a percentage at was it 5, 10, 15, and 20. You see the next percentage for just 1% is at 30. So that's a soft cap, okay? So I would definitely get your might, depending on how many skill points you have. Your might first, your resto second, get health third, then get dominance fourth. After that, dump everything to mind power. If you are able to, you have enough skill points, dump the rest into restoration. You're good to go at that point, okay? Now, in terms of actual loadout, what are we looking like? This is going to look kind of crazy. Now, I did say with Omega, this is going to be one of our main damage sources right here. We want to keep spamming out our abilities, so to speak, to get this going. Then we got Nemesis Lasso. It's just such a meta ability right now. It does so much damage, hallways and all that. It's just amazing. Spore Pod is going to be number 3 for damage wise, okay? I know we're doing a lot of damage moves. We got a good amount of healing too, so don't be worried. Don't be too scared about that, alright? We got Spore Pod. But if your team is doing, not the greatest in the heal department, we go and put Mending Wave back in the mix just so we have another group heal available, okay? Now, we have Life Shield. Now, why are we taking Life Shield instead of Bubble? As you see, Bubble only does an additional stuff for the damage roll, not for healer roll. Life Shield, when in healer roll, the shield breaks, it heals said user of it breaking, okay? So that's going to be very, very helpful to keep everybody healed up, keep all that stuff good and at the top, and mitigate damage for, pickups, mechanics, whatever the case may be. Now, I will say, here in a little bit, I'll get into some other alternatives as well, so don't fret, don't fret. Soothing Mist, priority heal, come on, always have a priority heal, you're a healer, why not? And then Power Pulse is going to be our group heal. It has a 6-second cooldown, keep that in mind. Mid wave is only 3 seconds, so it is pretty big on the difference. Now, why are we using Power Pulse? 1, it does do some damage. 2, dazed enemies take it dazed enemies, so it helps out the team for those who use dazed PI, power interaction. And 3, might, extra might. We are in healer role, we're trying to do damage, we can already just get ourselves extra might. Why not? Second trade, we got Call of the Deep on the best supercharge in the entire game. It's 10k, it's gonna be a crap ton of damage. So, bam. Hope Wave, supercharge generator from Blue Lantern Ring. Yet again, we're getting those powers and abilities up. Actually, we got the white and blue incorporated in the mix. This is just the most meta that you can get right here, okay? Sunstone Blast is actually very, very good. If you didn't see my review and testing on it, go ahead and check that out already. For damage, it's actually very, very good for damage-wise, okay? It's one of the best, okay? For healing, it's actually very good for healing as well. As she in the healer role, all of them damage ticks that you would get, you don't get those anymore. Now, you just get healing over time instead, okay? So the initial explosion also heals allies, as well as restore helps to you and group members over time. This is very, very good. Duration 6 seconds, so it's halving it. Damage is 12, so you're getting a little bit of gypped on that one, but nonetheless, it's still very good. The heal over time is amazing. It's just good. Burst and heal, why not? Plus the damage you still get, the initial hit, the 1.8 million or 1.9 million that it does, it still hits that in healer roll. So keep that in mind. It's still hitting a crap ton of damage initially. And it's all AoE. And then we got Speed Drain. Speed Drain is just a good overall, nice, cheap ability that's damage over time. If you're not super speed, you're flight or something, go ahead and throw Pheromone Bloom. Pheromone actually does pretty good. Like, it does a lot of damage for just a quick little supercharge, okay? But yeah, I would personally pick Speed Drain over Pheromone Bloom in this instance because we're already doing so much. And a lot of times when I am using the 25Ks, I'm more trying to get in the latest content with the orphanage, right? I'm more using it, and then more ads come out from the sides and stuff like that. Thermal balloon, it's just one hit, one big burst, bam, done. Speed drain is just a damage over time, so I kind of like that fact, just because when more enemies do come out, they're also getting damage over time still. So also see Riptide, this combo here has been legendary on water for the longest time, and now with 2 trays, we're able to still utilize so much of it in today's meta still. Now, that is the most meta option if you want just a good battle healer. This is what you want, okay? If you do not have stuff, alright, I will give y'all some alternatives. Now, if you don't have, the Blue Lantern Ring, then you don't have Hope Wave. So put your Supercharge Generator back in there, you're good. Alright, put Mended Wave back over here, you're good. Alright, that's if you don't have the Blue Lantern Ring. Well, let's say you don't have the White Lantern Ring. Alright, cool. Put Bubble back in the mix. Done. Now, all that's needed is, what? 3 Iconics? Okay, maybe you don't have the latest Iconic. That's fine. Whirlpool. Technically does more damage now. So that's good, but it's just damage over time. But it doesn't split on ads, so that's amazing right there. We're still okay. We're still decent. We can still make something work here. It's not too bad so far. Like I said, if you don't got Sport Pod, hey, put Magma in there. Maybe you weren't around for that event. Put Magma in there. But I ain't got Magma either. Well, honestly, you made it a little difficult, but hey, it's okay. It's all good. We can put some water spouts in there, okay? Put a water spout, tab melee, call it a day. Now, if it helps you, tab melee, put it on your melee one, okay? So it's bam, bam, same ability at that point, right? That's what I do at least. Make it simple for me. Put water spouts in. Oh, maybe I ain't got Nemesis last one either. Okay. You ain't got Nemesis? You ain't got it? Alright, you can do one of 2 things. Now, you could go, and if you had, one of the rings, maybe put like Pacifying Strike on. It's pretty good single target. Luminous Beam, pretty good. Scintillating Blast, that's pretty good for AoE. Hey, maybe you ain't got all that. Hey, you could, if you're in hallways doing ads, Shark Frenzy. If you're not, if you don't single target, you could throw in a little Dehydrate. Now, you could throw a movement ability here as well, which I would more recommend. Like for super speed, Tornado Pool, which still does some of, it's like another Dehydrate, like another Luminous Beam. It just does a little less damage, okay? But it's very, very powerful, very, very strong. That's another alternative you can go ahead and throw in the mix. Now, Omega is come from the artifact. You have this, okay? If you don't got the artifact up, I don't know what to tell you. Just go ahead, get the artifact, start working on it. Wait maybe for a double XP week to go ahead and get it fully leveled up. If you want to be a little smart about it, you're okay being patient. Then kind of go from there. Now for the rest of us, you kind of see, if all my friends don't sit here and get out, I keep doing sporadic. So all the ones are times where I was like testing one ability or just doing a little bit and stopping. As you see right here, though, we got the last 3 is what I was just doing, okay? Well, last 4 is where I started because I was like testing them and I just kept going. Then we did 6 million. It's pretty good. 6.79 million. What? In healer stance? How do you do that? Now, with this, because we are going to be EOG spamming like crazy, and I want to show y'all here too, the new Sunstone Dust Possibility does still do the same amount of damage, as you see. Oh, I didn't crit that time, but nonetheless, let's just keep going. Bam, bam. I didn't come back on cooldown yet. I just want to make sure my stuff is good. I don't want to run out again. I kind of want to hit him back to back. Okay. There we go. There you go. You see the damage that came along with it, right? It ain't going down the damage. Just because we in healer road, don't get it messed up now. Alright, but for rotation, let's go over that real quick. I just want to show y'all that real quick. A little preview. Rotation wise. Now, Omega is clearly, we're not going to hit this first. That's a horrible initiator horrible starter. What you want to do is Nemesis Lasso, and then once you tap range from Nemesis Lasso to go ahead and cancel out the animation, but keep the damage and do the big area damage of 200% of our might. You do Spore Pod into. Spore Pod can be easily clipped into Life Shield. Hopefully Life Shield resets based on our back, but if it doesn't, that's fine. Then we do Soothe and Mist because we've been doing damage for 3 abilities straight. We might need to throw in a little heal. Empower and Pulse to keep that heal and start buffing our team. Then we do another Soothe and Mist. Now with all those, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. If we had to do a little more healing, you know, a little spam this couple out, a little 4 more times, that's fine. Once this Omega hits golden, hit it. If it's not, go and flip the tray too. Start off by hitting your Salsa C into Riptide, then Salsa C again. So you have 2 Salsa C, that's 2 heals over time. Then you're gonna do Hope Wave, do the full combo. So do hit tap range 3 different times, okay? You're gonna get supercharged back on every last one of them. And at the 3rd combo, actually, when you scroll down, it's gonna heal people on the 3rd strike, okay? It's another like group heal ability, if you will. Then you're gonna flip back to tray 1, do Nemesis Lasso again since off cooldown is only 5 seconds. And then by the time that more likely happens, you're gonna do Soothe and Mist, Empower and Pulse. Or Empower and Pulse to Soothe and Mist because you might have Omega now up. So you just want to hit Empower and Pulse just to get the extra might. Clip it with Soothe and Mist because this party heal clips everything, mind you. Hit Omega Beam and flip back to tray 2 and kind of rinse and repeat. Hope Wave, if you don't see Solace C is back up yet, it's Solace C back up, Solace, Riptide, Solace, hit a supercharge and whatnot, okay? Now, that is our general thing. I know it's not going to make a lot of sense, just me telling you a whole bunch of abilities and kind of throwing it at you. This is what it looks like, okay? So you're going to do Nemesis Lasso, tap, flip those 2, bam, and bam. Now you can Nemesis again. Back up. I'm really just clipping everything right now. Keep in mind that was a bad demonstration. I'm sorry. Let's do it. So Nemesis, we back over. Bam, bam, bam. Hit Omega. We're gonna do Nemesis, the Spore Pod. We're gonna clip it because Life Shield is not available. Then we'll do Priority Heal, Group Heal, Priority Heal. Nemesis, clip it, Life Shield, bam, bam, bam. Get our 2 Solace to seize up, heal over time, flip that back over. And actually with time, just keep going. Now that was a very slow down demonstration. See, look, 6.5. Nonetheless, the general gist of it is this, alright? The general gist is, when Omega's golden, hit it. Before you hit Omega, though, try to just keep spamming out Nemesis Lasso as many times as possible. Make sure you always hit the tap range to cancel out the animation. And when you do, before you hit Nemesis or Omega, ideally you want to hit Empower and Pulse to get the extra might. Now, if you already hit Empower and Pulse before, don't worry about it because the extra might does last for 12 seconds, and as you see, this is only a 6-second cooldown. So when you hit it, you can kind of keep it with Spore Pod. If you have to hit Spore Pod again, you have to hit Empower Pulse again to keep that might up. I know this is a lot to throw at people, but just this is the general gist of it. Nemesis and Omega are going to be main damage. Spore Pod's just a good heal over time. Damage over time. Alright? Hit your Life Shield when you need it, or if you're just trying to clip out of stuff to reduce damage from the extra purified pages of black, right? The artifact. These are going to be your healing abilities, right? So if the group's going down low, spam these out when in doubt. If you need more healing, quickly like hit bam bam, or just clip it because it clips easier this way. This doesn't actually clip stuff. So clip your group heal and your priority heal. So triangle square. Then come over here and hit square, triangle, square. Okay, solace, riptide, solace. Get your 2 heal over time. When you're in damage, roll as a healer. Okay, you're a battle healer, your DPS and heal, whatever you want to call it, right? The name of the game is really just getting as many heal over times as you possibly can to sustain your group. You're going to be using a priority heal and group heal more as a function and more of a clipping tools. And like first, you're gonna use them as your oh crap button second. Okay. Now if the team's doing bad, of course heal. But if the team's doing decent, they're above 50% of their life. Hey, start going ahead and going shifting off to the damage stuff. Okay. Now, because we're EOG spamming, I want to give a little tip on that. When you're EOG spamming, this comes with anything at all, right? EOG spamming, ideally, you want to hit 10Ks. If we look at how iGemini works, not all of the green fields are equal. Now, Caster Watch is the green field, and it restores 2, 3, or 6% of health and 0.5, 1%, or 3% of supercharge every second for when the supercharge ability is casted. Okay, this has a 6-second cooldown. It also lasts for 6 seconds, so keep that in mind. When the caster's lock expires, we're all healed. You know, the healer and everybody else are also healed for an additional amount of everything restored. Think of the same thing on damage when you're doing the pulse gaze, and you get the pretty much the extra little trigger of damage that you get. When it expires, you deal all damage to nearby enemies for 8, 16, or 30% of all damage dealt. It's kind of the same thing. They're going to be healed again for the amount of health that restored by it while they're in it. Now for us, it's going to give us extra dominance, health, and restoration. These are amazing stats to have. Dominance helps us on our shields and our healing. Health, general survivability, and restoration, just healing. Okay. So, ideally, when you're 10K, when you're doing EOG spam or iGemini spam, right, you're really wanting to hit them 10Ks because you get the maximum effect, maximum bonus of this artifact. Okay, you get 6% health, you get 3% supercharge for you and all allies. Plus, you're getting extra healing done because you're getting the extra health, right? You're getting extra healing at the end of it when it expires as well. It's just a win-win. Everybody is always winning, okay? Now, with that being said, how do we achieve this? How do we do Call of Deep? Because if we looking, okay, ally with flash gives us 15%. I need to resave this, y'all. I'm sorry. Ally with flash is 15%. Okay, cool. That's 15%. Our helmet, 15%. That's 30. We have 30 right now. Scrap, 7%. 37. Okay, we have 37%. Then let's say we pop this right here at 10K. That's 18%. Because you 6 times 3. That's 18, right? So we have 37 plus 18. So what? We have 47. Oh, excuse me. 55%. So we getting 55% of supercharge. So that's about 5,500. So we by using 10K, we got a little over a 5K back. Okay, but that's not a 10K. So now we're negative. So we can't keep spamming out 10Ks left, right, and center. How do we make up for it? How do you keep spamming them out then? What we do is because a 2,500 is net positive. Keep in mind, I just told you all the stuff we got from it, the numbers. We're only spending 2,500. Now we're only spending 2,500, and we're now iGemini, so we get 37 from scrap, the ally, and the headpiece, right? Okay, 37% plus an additional what, 3%? So we get 40% back. We get 4,000 for using 25. We're already positive 1,500. So we have 55 from the 10K plus another 1,500 that we got positive back. Come on now. It's just looking good. It is just looking good, okay? So we had what? If we did do a 10K, then a 5K, both with the EOG, we're at 95. 95. Only 500. That's one move with Hope Burns Bright. The Hope Wave. Not Hope Burns Bright. Hope Wave. Yeah, Hope. Invigorating Wave. That's what's called. You do the full combo, you're back at 10K. You're done. So literally, you hit this, you come back to this, or you're smart and you're not fully up all the way maxed out with the supercharge yet. Your bar's not filled up. You're 25. You're 10,000 and you're 25 again. That's the only thing you do. You don't even worry about this 5,000 hustle no more. That's if you're doing the most damage possible, okay, or most EOG possible. All right. Now, why do we have the 5K in there? We're kind of killing our EOG in a sense, right? This still come out a little bit positive. You get pretty much your 5,000 cost right back with the EOG and everything tied in, right? So we're using it for two things. One, Sunstone Dust Splash ability is insane. It's very good. I'll spell like this. For healing, it's gonna give us healer time. For damage, it's gonna give us a nice chunk of damage. Alright, so we're already a battle heal. This is hitting both of nodes. And let's say because of pickups or we got interrupted on stuff, mechanics, we're able to get the full stuff back for our Call of Deep here. So we're kind of messed up. We still need to hit supercharge to keep the group going. We already used our 25. Let's go ahead and pop this right now. So that's why we kind of have that in there. It's a buffer one, or if you're just looking for the pure damage and you're not all the way to 10K yet, go ahead and pop this right here. Okay, that's why you have it. If you don't have the Sunstone ability, I already said, hey, you can use Whirlpool for the damage. If you are struggling to keep people alive in this, go ahead and use Flooded Power. Keep this in mind. With Flooded Power, Salsa C and Riptide will get the cooldowns reset. And what do I mean by that? Let's look at it. Let's say we're in combat, right? We got Salsa C. Yeah, they're both on cooldown, right? They're off cooldown. So let's come over here. Bam. I put two more now. That's 4 fields with Flooded Power. Alright. So keep that in mind. If you are struggling with the healing while you're trying to do some damage and all that, hey. But if you're doing okay with healing, Whirlpool. If you got the latest iconic, Sunstone. It's no brainer. Alright. It's very, very easy for all this. Alright. Nonetheless, this is what we're kind of working with, and let's just go ahead and run through it again. Alright, I will be running content when I stream with this particular build, just trying to do more and more and more with it. So without further ado, y'all be safe, y'all be easy, y'all take care. Peace and shalom, everyone, everywhere.